What's up guys, my name is Zach Legier, and today I have another GT3. I can't get enough of these cars. I absolutely love these things. This is a 991.1 though, so it has the 3.8 flat 6 motor, but just as the .2, this one only comes in an automatic. Go ahead, open up the door. We have the Sparco racing seat with this, I don't even know what kind of wheel this is, but it is freaking beautiful. I love the way this interior looks. Along with the wheel, we have the 5-point harness and just such a gorgeous setup inside with that white roll bar. And I've never driven an automatic GT3, but this is going to be the first time for me. And I'm gonna kind of compare it. Is it worth buying the automatic over the manual? I know the manuals are a little bit more money, but is it worth it? But this one is pretty, it's slightly modded. It has a full exhaust system, like I said. The interior, race ready. We have the carbon ceramics up front with that GT3 center lock wheel, the 6-piston Brembo calipers. I absolutely love the black on white. Beautiful spec, just like that GT4 we did. That door's locked. I love the classic GT3 wing. Now we'll go ahead and sit in this Sparco seat, see how comfortable it is. Slide in. Now it pretty much feels like the carbon bucket seats you get stock, but you have a lot more support around the shoulders, and I love that, and with the head. Now driving position, this feels like you're in a race car, and I love that feeling. I love this wheel, all the fancy buttons. Not sure if they work, I guess we'll find out. But the PDK GT3, let's see how it works, let's see if it's worth it. Now, just like all the other GT3s I've done, we have all of our settings down here. And this one does have the fire extinguisher below the feet. Now, I've actually figured out how to work this thing. Cup holders. Cup holders in your race car, absolutely bonkers. We actually have 2 of them. Beautiful. All right, so I know you guys have been waiting for it. Let's go take this baby for a spin. So we are in the GT3, we have Bob next to us. And this car is freaking amazing. Definitely out of all of the cars I've driven, this has the most race car feel to it. And the PDK, unlike the GT3 RS, this one feels a lot more like a manual. You'll be sitting on a hill and it'll have the it's like almost a brake thing. So if you have a manual car, you engage the clutch, you'll roll back, but it engages the brakes and sits there, and then once you hit the gas a little bit, it starts to roll back a little, which is a cool little thing that they had. I say little too much. We'll get on it a little bit. Thing sounds like a freaking F1 car. So crazy.
What you should do is throw it back in drive and then just hit the gas once and then let it do its upshift and then mash it. And then so do that and then but then immediately go and mash it again.
It's so stable too.
Oh, this thing's planted. 0 body roll on this chassis.
Yeah.
I've seen a picture of this car going through Road Atlanta, just hitting like turn 6, and the pictures from behind, super close up, and you watch 100% of the tire is just connected to the track, and I mean there's no flex in the chassis. It's absolutely brilliant.
This thing is mental.
Ooh, if you do get another stretch in here, you should do PDK Sport.
Oh yeah.
So PDK Sport has some very interesting upshifts.
Do I have to hold it down?
No, no. Oh wait, no. We got to take. Yeah, do that.
All right.
So the by design PDK Sport is going to keep you in the torque range. So it's going to keep you above 3,000 something and all the way to like 7,000.
Yeah.
It's just going to hold it for street driving. It's a little bit annoying, but on the track it's absolutely brilliant because it's just always set up in the right gear. But the fun part about it is when you shift up, it delays the shift a little bit higher into the rev range, and then it just mashes the throttle a little bit harder, and you really feel the difference.
Can you launch this car?
Oh yeah, we should definitely do that.
Yeah, we'll get on a bigger straight.
Yeah, I launch mode the hell out of this thing for almost daily driving it. You can't break the clutch.
Oh,
It just takes it. Yeah, just
it just takes it
every time. And so the proof of this is the GT3 that they use at not Road Atlanta, but the Porsche Experience Center. The guy bought it from his partner is one of the trainers for some of those drivers there.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so he asked them, how often do you do clutch changes? The thing has like 40,000 miles on it. Never had a clutch change, and it literally
driven hard
every day.
Yeah,
it's life.
This thing almost feels faster than the other GT3 I drove.
You're not the first person to say that.
Looks like it's fun.
Yeah. Feel that extra kick with the PDK.
Yeah.
Clamping force on the clutch gets increased. Imagine just being in rush hour at 4,000 RPM.
Yeah, exactly.
I really utilize it in the track though. It's brilliant. It is so brilliant. It is like, this is clearly just made for it. I mean, just every gear, it was perfect every time, going into corners, out of corners, on straights, and it's just like, like the car does it all.
Yeah.
It's, the computers are just so brilliant on this thing. Mad respect for the constant development of the 911 for the past, what, 40, 50 years, you know?
That's why I love the GT3, the GT platform at least, because it's the most track capable car you can buy off the market.
Yeah, they come ready.
Yeah.
It's just, there.
Yeah, take it.
When I did the engine replacement, I was like really concerned about the roll bar and the exhaust and all this, like clearly, like this, like clearly this thing is set up for a track, and so I was like calling, like, hey, you know, like, what's your process? Like, what does this look like? Like, they're like, just bring it in, man. I was like, all right. So I towed in and waiting to hear, like, all right, sorry, I can't cover your engine because it's, you know, it's been track driven, or, you know, it looks like it has. And they were just like, oh no, it's cool. Engine's on the way.
Engine's on the way. No worries.
Really? like, yep. Like, so it's all covered? And they're like, yep. All right, cool. Let's do that. So the seat is you custom fit it. So based on how like wide your shoulders is, and so these things are somewhat custom made for you, or adjusted for you, and same thing with all the whole belt setup. So I think I did probably my longest stint at the track was an hour and a half.
Oh really?
Super comfortable. But I think it's just because I went through and I adjusted it all. But for a daily driver, I need to definitely get the OEM back in there, which is great. 4 bolts, thing comes right out.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh,
did it literally right in my garage with 1 socket and a ratchet, and probably the easiest seat That's the beauty of this car versus any Ferrari or Lamborghini. Like, those are great, but this thing is meant to go onto the track.
Yeah.
Fun fact, the front lip that's attached to the bumper, cheapest part of the whole entire car.
Oh, is it really?
It's $80, and it's not painted. You can rip it off all day long, and you can scrape it, and nobody cares.
I want to launch it really quick.
Oh yeah, totally. All right, so
how do we do it?
So mash your left foot on the brake, and then mash your right foot on the gas. It'll say launch mode right there, and then whenever you're ready, you just take your foot off the brake.
All right. Oh man, that's the first time you've probably been a passenger of it launched.
With launch mode, yes.
Yeah.
Done it many times, but never as a passenger.
It's so much more violent being in the passenger seat.
Dude, it rips. It totally does.
Here, we'll roll down the windows. You cool with that?
Yeah.
Hear the exhaust? Well guys, thank you for watching. This was a freaking blast to drive.